Alright. Looks like everything is running fine for a change, and hopefully we won't have a repeat of yesterday's electricity problem. So yeah, welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. To those who were watching yesterday, what happened was I had an electricity cut in the middle of the stream, and it was from a fault that we kind of knew about, but we thought we'd fixed. But apparently it's not fixed because I had to switch off all the breakers and then just check one by one to figure it out. But eventually we kind of realized that, hey, yeah, same problem. Had to switch that particular breaker down because we can't use that light, the one in our kitchen anymore, for some reason. But yes, hopefully no surprises tonight. And just gonna do the story quest for Women's Meet. Nothing new.
我买到了！蒲先生，
赵大哥，这就是你说的聪慧过人、堪比卧龙的万世之先生吗？
赵大哥，你又在外头吹嘘我了？
俺这人说话从来不夸大。
They dropped a book though.
你看看，蒲先生手不释卷，出门都带着书呢。
The Analyst.
论语
不是只看这个，穿插着看。
啊，这倒是真的。这书大半本都还是新的。
这个可能是蒲先生他，一目十行，所以。
赵大哥，莫解释了，越描越黑。
哎呀，读不读书和是不是万世之也没关系嘛。嘿，手下，你把那东西拿出来问问，蒲先生肯定知道的。
It's interesting they give you the option to press the button, even though it kind of autoplays after a
真的
while.
知道吗？
鬼怪面具，草鞋，百度。哦，我想起来了，这是九流门的面具。
九流门
Yeah,
是那个来去无踪的九流门。
正是。传闻九流门里三教九流尽有，他们无处不在，又不在任何地方，甚至有传言说他们在
地下。
踏黄泉路，过两界桥，鬼市。
这么玄乎，真的假的？
既然有着面具在手里，恐怕
确有其事。蒲先生，你曾见过这个面具吗？
we have indeed.
九流门草鞋的
It was the mask of the leader of the Nine Mortal Ways.
12种面具，他身上的便与这个不一样。
12种。好了，这下难了。有什么办法能打探到这个面具的主人吗？
九流门里的消息极其严密，若想打探，恐怕只能亲身进去才行。
不是，查个案子还要去一趟阴间。
没得选，要么现在去，要么7天后毒发再去。蒲先生，你有法子吗？
找到摆渡人，买到船票，就能去到九流门。据我所知，这摆渡人就在开封城东南的角门里之中。
既然如此，我们即刻就去。
等等，这摆渡人自称鸡鸣生，人定死，这会儿你们是见不到他的。不如明日早些时候，我们再去角门里会合。
真有这规矩啊？ 还是你急着回家见娘子，编出来的？
嗨，就10个胆子，也不敢敷衍你啊。不过，我也确实该回了。
喂，你是不是偷跑出来的？好不容易抢到的票，戏不看了？
明天的戏，你们要是查完了案子，记得一块儿来，这戏好得很呢。这会儿晚了，又要下雪，你们要不要一块儿到我家吃口炙肉？
好呀，早就想念你的炙肉了。少侠，你要也想尝尝的话，就来开封西北的赵氏大宅子找我们吧。
Okay. Finally, actually complete the main story gathering of heroes. I'm kind of surprised they haven't asked me to break to the next level. I'm wondering if I should, like, just break to the next level already, because I'm not entirely sure. I was expecting the game to be like, hey, you need to get to the next level to continue the story quests, especially when we got the Kaifeng, right? But that's no longer the case. Oh my, I must admit. Wait, I wasn't even online at this hour. Why? What was I? I can't quite remember. Kind of wish that when you get healing requests from people that it gives you a little notice on the top of the screen, because that would have been helpful. I actually need to do it for the healing sex preset, but I always miss the notifications. There's a meow meow here. A signless gate stood on East Cross Street with 4 blessings bells hanging from it. Strike them from south to north to bring good luck to people in Eastern City. A signless gate stood on East Cross Street with 4 blessing bells hanging from it. Strike them from south. East Cross Street. East Cross. I don't know where that is, to be honest. Signless gate. I doubt it would be too far. Oh, it's right there. South to north. So I'm facing this way. South is this, so... Not the most complicated of puzzles here, as usual. So where are we going now? There's an encounter mark in here. Should probably check that out. But I'm more curious as to what is happening. Wait until the next day at 10 hour. Okay, so I guess I have to wait. Instead of waiting, let me actually go to the trial and hopefully break to the next. I'm gonna regret doing this because I'll probably need upgrade materials to get to 55. But I might as well start doing it now. I'll get to 55 at least, and then we'll see what happens. I've been waiting all this time. I've been waiting all this time for the game to be like, hey, you need to upgrade your level now before you can continue. But I almost feel like the game is not doing it. It's completely leaving it up to me. I'm going to level up to 55, but then I'm going to wait and see if that game actually forces me to go to the next world level. Because I'd imagine they would, right? Even when you're playing on solo. Rat. I didn't even see it. So what Why is my divine craft on? Is that sort of a debuff in this level? Because we did see that earlier before. There was someone else there. Are you sulking from missing? I can't even tell. I really wish that would not keep missing. What? Okay. I almost feel like they're sulking because they're missing the attacks. Maybe when I'm doing these challenges, I should actually be doing it fully on my intended build. Wait. Oh, I need to defeat level 4 to actually get to the next breakthrough. Okay, you know what? Also, I forgot. I always keep forgetting to do this when I log in. We got the weekly Jade today, but I also need to do the login and everything else because, yeah, they really don't like it when you. I almost feel like the game kind of wants you to mess this stuff, right? It would have been so easy to just have all this available for you immediately when you log in, but instead they wait for quite a while. Sorry, give me a second. Take a real quick break. Yeah, and back. Apologies for that. Yeah, as I mentioned at the very start of the stream, we were having electricity problems, so I'm a bit on edge. And I thought I smelled something funny, but apparently it was just this little emulator, like handheld in front of me. Now, this emulator that I got from a friend who was showing it off for me. It kind of looks like a mini Game Boy of sorts. And I swear I thought I initially thought I smelled like burned plastic, but the smell of plastic is actually coming from that little console, that little handheld emulator. Develop, I'm gonna switch to the Stormbreaker Spears so that we can go like full DPS, potentially. And I will also possibly, okay, I think all our martial arts are okay here. Everything I use it regularly is just there. And instead of waiting for the next day for the Chen hour, I will go to the trials and see if we can do level 4. Select enemy traits. Only one. The Void King? The Void King is the one we have to defeat for this? Ah, I see. I'm guessing that the game will ask me to break further beyond at around here. And wow, they actually want me to defeat him like really, really quickly. Not what I was expecting. Deflection. It's gonna take the additional attack here. Time to get that. Honestly, if I suddenly just blink out of existence here, if my stream just goes silent, then you guys know that I ran into another electricity problem. So that was quite easy, I guess, because we've been playing on level 50 for quite a while, and I've been upgrading my equipment all this time just so that I could have an easier time with the bosses in Mikh'a. But with this, we can actually upgrade our stuff to the next level and start getting the level 51 gear and start doing those upgrades to... Oh, I didn't need to do a challenge. I was thinking that I had to do some sort of challenge, but I guess not. What is this? Timeless ring. Okay. Stamina. A new type of disc. Nocturne crown. This is a rain whisper stuff. Very ideal for tanks. And the rain whisper blade. Okay, I'll take it. Gear arsenal. New feature. Excuse me. What is a gear arsenal? Retired lower level gear can be stored in the arsenal, granting a small attribute bonus on the gear's total rating. Which also grants extra max HP based on the rate. Only the current active arsenal plan grants attributes bonuses each. Okay. I just got a bunch of upgrades all of a sudden. Let's go to... I don't think any of the stuff we got a moment ago is actually better than the stuff we had. Just let me check my bag real quick. Unless I can tune them. They have to be better, technically speaking, right? These are like Tier 51 stuff. Yeah, I think I might need to tune these. And that means I should ideally be just putting on each and every piece of level 51 gear I can find and then just start tuning them. Do Mount Longspear. I did not have a Rain Whisper set though, which is unfortunate. Yeah, just equip all the 51 stuff. All the 41 stuff is now kind of useless to us. Although it's kind of weaker. And a interesting assortment of stuff too, right here. And now we begin the tuning process. What's funny is I think I have a bunch of 41 tuning stones. Yeah, I have like 963 tier 41 tuning stones, which I cannot use now because we're on level 50. Wow, okay. I guess we can avoid tuning anything for a while until I get like more 50 sets. Like there's no need to immediately go and start improving stuff, right? Okay, what was that sound? Why did it sound like somebody was attacking me? Oh, it's because there's a video playing here in the background. Oh, there are season challengers there. I should probably do this in Qianye. Having the sound of the video in the background is kind of annoying, though, I won't lie. Okay, we're gonna put the stuff that I have on for now until I get like more level 50 stuff, to be honest. I think I was even using the Rain Whisper. I don't even know where my old Moblade is. This has to be it. Did I have a Rain Whisper for the spear? I don't feel like I did. is one stronger spear here somewhere. Oh, maybe it's just showing me the other moblade. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have an additional spear with the Rain Whisper trait. So I should sort out my bag. It's getting kind of... odd. I was sure I kind of had a... I guess it's showing me that one because it's technically stronger. Yeah, until I tune my 51 stuff, my 40 stuff is actually a lot better. Considerably better. Maybe not the leg piece, which for some reason I don't seem to have maxed it. What? Wait, there should be a swallow call set here. Did I don't even know what happened. I should have a purple that I tuned. I do not know why I don't have it. Did I accidentally recycle it? It feels like I did. Well, okay. First things first. Oh, and I need to equip level 51 gear to actually start. Okay, fine. I guess we have no choice. Gotta shift to the level 51 stuff, even though it kind of makes me weaker. Interestingly enough, I think it's increasing my martial mastery, even though it's weaker, all things considered. What incarnation is that? Cold iron. Okay, it's probably available only on Kaifeng. That's why I don't have this. It's upgraded to level 19. It looks like there are materials in each of these areas that... bear pelts, of course. I haven't been doing much hunting, so kind of makes sense I don't have these either. Looks like I have to go on a bit of an upgrade spree soon. I wonder what the max level for this. Should I start? You know what? Let's do a bit of story. I'll probably do the enhancements another time. Or maybe I can do the enhancements now, because we kind of need to wait till the Chen hour anyways. Which I feel like might be soon, all things considered. And I really need my fan now. Because the jump and difficulty when you break through is kind of annoying. I swear I'm still smelling that plastic, and I'm definitely smelling it from the little console I have, the little emulating console I have, but it's still kind of freaking me out.
买风筝吗？我家的风筝是全汴京最好看的。
I really like the general ambience of Kaifeng, by the way. It's very, especially with the music in the background, it's very, so, what? I hear a dog shouting at me. A pug. There's a Meow Meow quest here and a chest. In general, I've been very impressed with this game's music and ambience, right? For some reason it felt like I could float there, and there's a little gap here. Coriander, bean sprout, spring. What a fun way to call it all out. Can't go in through the window. Don't mind me just stealing some valuables from your homes. There's a Meow Meow quest here somewhere. Is it on the roof? Ah, a dash quest. Now we traveled pretty far from our initial starting location. Well, there seems to be another quest here. Right below me. And the chest. Which is not guarded, surprisingly. I almost expect everything in Kaifeng to be guarded. I hear a cat. I don't see the cat, but I hear it. Was it on the higher floor? The lights in the temple have gone out. If you knew they would go on out, why not refill them with oil so they're still lit? Young one, have you ever seen a lamp that never goes out? I haven't, but maybe if we tend them often, they can keep burning. If you care so much for light, why not help this pure monk? Oh, monk rekindle. That's easy. Let me help you add some oil. But lighting a lamp in the temple, that's a matter of karma. These, okay. Though the light has gone out, does the Buddha's heart still shine? Leave it to me. The thief lights a lamp and the Buddha's heart burns bright from beneath the Bodhi tree. Okay, a single prayer beneath a lone lantern can bring countless blessings. I see chests though, and I know there's a cat around here somewhere. And I'm kind of wondering if it's on the higher floor. It's probably in here, right? Or on the roof maybe, because I am hearing it. Yeah, I'm behind the chest, are you? You're not. I hear it even closer now. Where are you? Well, seeing a cat on the roof is hardly a surprising thing, but Not seeing a cat is a different thing. It almost like it came... It felt like it came from the very center of the building. Or maybe there's another floor beneath this one. Doesn't seem to be the case. You don't hear the cat when you're on the lower floor. On the ground floor, I mean. Alright, where could you be hiding? I can hear you, but I don't see you, that's a problem. Can't interact with what you can't hear. Wait, is it acting... Is there a sound effect here just because there was a meow meow here before? Is it kind of glitching out? Because meow meow was definitely on top. I think I interacted with that before. But hey, just to be safe. Yeah, I definitely did interact with... Like, I've been to the Grand Temple before. Because I was hunting flowers to make healing pots. The light has gone out. That's about 15 years. That lamp was left by benevolent, and now they call me benevolent. Me, the kid who used to see lamps. Someone so benevolent had such a past. 15 years ago, my whole family was slaughtered by the Khitan, and gone to seek medicine for my cough and escaped by chance. After that, I lived on scraps, stealing lamp oil just to trade for stale rice. Back then, everyone feared the Khitan so much, no one dared light a lamp. Come nightfall, the whole town was wrapped in pitch black dread. It was simple. I thought even if all of the Kaifeng's lamps died out, the one to the Buddha's altar would still burn, so I climbed over the wall. But everything was pitch black. Even the Buddha seemed to fear the Khitan. Then the trip was all for nothing? When Buddha didn't light my way, the monk did. He fed me medicine and saved my life. When I woke up, the very first thing I saw was... You didn't steal the lamp oil, did you? You have a keen eye for people. Do this, I didn't just want to steal the lamp, I want the whole lamp. When I came to, I even tied up Master. Later I looked again, the flame was almost out, but Master said it's flickering, give it a gentle nudge. But oil's precious, a thief's first instinct is to snuff it out. And Master said, if you nudge the lamp, I'll give it to you. Can you guess what he meant? He wants you to turn back. Yes, you're just like him, you carry the same heart. He said, if I give this to you, then it's not stolen, and your burden of sin grows lighter by one. But I've taken so many lamps, I'm already soaked in sin. What's the difference if there's one more or one less? But Master insisted it makes all the difference. What's the difference? You want to hear more stories? Come with me to the temple. You will understand. Okay. I'm just curious, why do you always stay in Maitreya Hall? Do you know what Maitreya is? The Buddha of the future? Indeed, the past has passed, the future has not come. Maitreya connects with the wisdom of all Buddhas above and needs of all beings below. I have a compassionate heart, but I'm ultimately just a mortal. I can pray for all living beings in this hall. Okay. I guess it sort of makes sense. Pray for the entire universe, in a sense, is what I got from that. You're here. 15 years has passed and my disciple has come to rekindle the lamp. Come, young hero. The lamp I leaked back then has been removed inside. Would you help me move the stand so I can retrieve it? Press a lantern presence to move the special lantern into place. Ah, okay. Puzzle time, huh? Okay. We need to get you over to here. Can I do that? Yeah, I think I can. Nope, you over there first. The light looks the same. When it was lit that day, I saw a black clad figure beside the master. I thought he had set me up, but he just watched silently. The martial artist knew some Buddhist teaching. He began to ask the master. He stole lamp oil countless times, so did one small deed matter. A little more, a little less, does it change anything? But the master had a good memory. He said, the world grows dark and lamps go out, but even one small flame like ours can make a difference. All these years, people have called me benevolent, but I just remembered his words. One less sin is one less, and one more virtue is one virtue more. How's your cough now? Thanks to his medicine, my illness is fully healed. Blessings upon you. If time permits, do say a few days and share. Okay, I shall. I gotta remember to actually pause this stuff. Is there something? Well, it's not interesting. Normally, they won't. Okay, I'm curious. Normally, they won't voice. Okay, there is something valuable. Normally, they won't voice like general NPCs that are passing by. If you are hearing someone voice, most likely there is something of interest, even if they're calling out for kites or anything. Golden. Oh, this is the skill that I think I need as a tank. I'm a little too far from the kid to be stealing it, though. Sorry, kid. As much as I hate to do this, better you than me. Not exactly. We just heard the story. I had a side quest about being kind and virtuous, and then I just go outside and try to steal something. Also, I failed with that. Although I don't think I littered the kid, surprisingly. Maybe because I'm invisible. Golden body. I should also put my older gear here, I guess. Snow shield, mow blade. The highest ones I can find. Yeah, it doesn't seem to make much of a difference to the type of stuff as much as putting the highest ones you have in here. I'm honestly not sure what even this is doing, but tier 6 seems to be the highest I can go. Just give me a slight boost to my attack, right? My minimum stone split and my maximum stone split has increased slightly. Yeah, I should probably farm some gear. I can probably get some gear from Qianye. Wait, does the challenge now drop? No, oh, not you. Campaign, was it campaign challenge? Yeah, I believe it was. Yes, the challenge does drop 51 stuff, so at least I can farm the Swallow Call set while farming for the gear, while farming for Qianye's outfit. Unfortunately, none of these guys seem to be giving me Rain Whisper, which is technically what I want to get as a tank. And I'm guessing it's gonna be one of the bosses in Kaifeng that's gonna be dropping that set. Because Rain Whisper seems to be the ideal set for tanks. So I have one question. I should probably go and do that, right? Okay. Yeah, another one in Qinghe as well. A single prayer beneath a lone lantern can bring countless blessings. A lone lantern, okay. Kind of surprised that it's not guiding me now, because previously we had like a marker pointing the way. But I guess I'm searching for a lone lantern somewhere in here. So many. There's a chest in here too. Can't miss the mushrooms. Gotta pick those up immediately, and I can just remember that I better farm my toxic flowers too. There's another chest even higher up. The game is kind of not allowing me to... Can I dash through? No, not inside the building, I cannot. Not entirely sure when I did damage, and how is my illness going on? Should probably go to the Evercare clinic and have someone heal me. Roof of Tiles of Virtue, Moxie. That was like 3 minutes ago. Yeah, I really wish they show you this stuff a lot more. Like when you get a healing message and everything. Immediately. Bag. Develop. Actually, what I wanted to say, it kind of looked like I got... It's still showing outstanding, but it said I had accumulated some sort of crime there. You are a very golden looking chest. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about stealing from a temple, but we are doing it. Thankfully, these tiles don't seem to have anything to do. Oh, are you? Ah, here we go. Even good people may have hateful sides, and villains may have pitiable moments. Do the wicked not sometimes harbor kindness? Do the righteous never have wicked thoughts? The path of good and evil. You are a bluster, so we should be filibustering you. Not too hard by the looks of it. Quick and easy. Even good people may have hateful sides, and Williams... Oh, okay, his dialogue doesn't change, because there are times when you do the gift of gab, it changes ever so slightly. One tile, one merit, one fragment, 10 virtues, deep Amitabha, but that would you wish to behold. Renowned monk, Jianghu fame. It seemed to have done something. I'm not entirely sure what's happening here, but let's go check it out. There's a meow meow here too. And what do you have in store for me today? The Jiangji Hall of the Grand Imperial Temple had high eaves with 4 bells hanging from it. When struck, the bells bring blessing to the person in the worshipper's mind. Jiangji Hall had bells. Guessing it's nearby, because usually it's always almost nearby. Bells or chimes? Well, you know what, let me see if I can actually interact with them. No. These are not the bells we're looking for. Definitely no bell here either. Noble. Interesting.
我今早怎么没见到你人？你该不是逃了早课吧？嘘，不小心睡过头了。早起实在是太困了，你可千万别让敬晨师叔知道此事。
总不会是状元酒的问题吧？
已经知道了。
Can't focus on either of them. Like, I'm very curious now. Oh, I can heal you. Isn't it obvious? Looks like I'm healing you. One life, one price. Start treatment. Kinda don't even look like one of the monks over here. Damage, reflection. Wow, wow. This is not an easy one, I just realized. Interesting that they allowed me to do the quick treatment for this, even though this feels like it might actually be kind of difficult. I can't do too much this time. I'll probably go inner stillness. Don't want to attack though, but I don't really have a card. You know what? Let's just skip to the next cycle. Okay, damage reflection is gone now. Anesthesia powder, nice to have. Do I want to use bone setting? Beyond therapy. Fracture remedy, okay. Gotta use that first. Another okay, this time it was a shield, not a damage reflection. You're casting the damage reflection now. Don't have external affliction defense by 14.6. I don't need it right now. Let's just attack. Hopefully that can break the shield. But this time I'll have to go on the defensive because that will reflect back on me. Let's hope we get... no, we do not have any sort of shield this time. Can I just... No, I'd love to just use Anastasia and see what happens. It is affecting me, but not as much as I thought it would.
多谢这位施主，舒服多了。
Thanks, friend. That's a lot better. Well, please don't tell anyone about this. Otherwise, this humble monk will have to dig ditches along the Beyond River. I've just recovered from a serious illness. Oh, there's a chest here, too, somewhere. Yeah, having the passive skill for the chests makes a huge difference. And another gift of gab over here. As well as a chest. Hello. Yeah, you can tell I haven't been in Kaifeng at all with all these collectibles around. Banrufi. No, we're debating about the Tang Dynasty now. Rebuttal, provocation. Doesn't seem like too difficult a gift to gab. Surprisingly, none of these guys have like differing dialogue after you win. Usually you do have some sort of dialogue. Northside used to be an into, but 9 ways people took over that area recently. That's Jianggu business though, I don't know much. The east side is the Imperial Post Station. Some Liao people are saying they look pretty noble. Be careful not to offend them. Thank you for the information. I will respond by stealing your treasure chest that you kept out in the open here. A frog! Oh right, we have the meow meow over here. I need to find that place with the bells. Is it the central hall?
知道是谁拐走了小桃子，我非宰了他不可。
Famine in Huanin, starving corpses in Yangzhou, Huzhou and more places. Disasters year after year. May Buddha protect us. Disasters years and soon. Oh, she's praying. Past years? Old friends. My old friends could be anywhere, dead or alive, who knows? I'm sorry, I didn't mean. In wartime, everyone dies or runs away. Nothing unusual about it. Don't apologize. If I pray every single day, there's no point. We're so single. Who could you pray to? Does praying actually do anything? Heaven's unfair. People aren't fair. At least Buddha could be fair. Wait. Okay, nothing, but I'm not sure why. Anecdotes, that's why. It's also the reason why you should, if you're trying to get 100% completion, it's always better to just talk to everyone around. Chat, I'll kill them all someday. Chat. I will. You don't seem very religious. Okay. Interestingly enough, you can hear the chant too. A bit of an experience. I don't think it's a good idea to bring out my bow here, even though I'm kind of looking for bells. Has to be around here somewhere, right? A room which has bells. There's a chest here too. And I hear a cat. You shall be petted. Get 1 elegance for that. You know, I should really be getting back to the store. This is the problem with playing Where Winds Meet. The moment you start doing something random, like waiting for other stuff, you get distracted very easily, and I can't fit through there. Is there an entrance where I can very slyly... Oh, okay. Thank you. Let's get back to our story quest. We've done a little exploring to pass the time. It should be okay now. But is it still not 10 hour? Wait, okay, you know what? Let's just do it. This way. Just pass the time manually. There we go. Oh wait, I don't have my fast travel skills in Kaifeng. They're hoofing it. I am still tempted to pick up every little collectible along the way as we go. And, oh, come on, we gotta do the fishing game, right? I think I interacted with you before. Early. Yeah, I feel like I did. I kind of remember the names of the cats for some reason. I don't even know why. Yep, I definitely have interacted with you, and I feel like I did you too. But sure, why not? Let's do the fishing mini game before we go. I don't have too many baits though. Where do I get this? Let's hope we can actually do it in one shot. Worm bait is the first thing that we need. Okay, it should be more than easy. I might be a bit over leveled with some of my stats. Still bait. Yeah, because the higher your stats are, the easier some of the mini games are. I know a friend of mine was having a lot of trouble with Pitch Pot, for example, and he didn't know that having a higher stat actually makes things much more easier. It's the same for the music game too. If you have a higher musical stack, or musicality I think they call it, you get, I think it slows down a bit more. And the plant bait one ought to be the most difficult one in the set. There we go. Easy. I appreciate the little distraction. Gentlemen know when a duel has reached its spring fish curse. Is it the cat that's doing the meow?
我也想过这样。你在说什么？我也不知道。客人想一起炸。
I have interacted with both of these cats, so yeah.
我真没骗我。
Just head to the next story point.
箱子小心放大，无妨。
I have gotten very far from the story point. And the game was like, okay, just wait until the next day for an hour.
做人莫做
And I'm pretty sure an entire day had passed for me just doing side activities. If I keep going more, I'll probably get even more distracted. But there are all these collectibles everywhere.
鸭子的花灯可好看。
You know what? I won't take the collectibles because I'll have to track those down. Maybe the chest. Okay, this is a lockpicking one. Okay, and that person's kind of looking at me.
什么呀？
So I should be doing it when he's not there, huh? I might have to come back at sundown because I feel like a lot of these NPCs are very... You can't even interact with this chest when they're around. Oh, okay, I managed to open it. Where's my treasure? That big treasure. Oh, I'm doomed. It's not voiced, but they did mention it. I guess just hiding is enough to work. I was expecting to be doing an actual lockpicking minigame, because there are like lockpicking minigames in this game too. Just roll until you hear the click, more or less. And there's a chest here. I don't think that's stealing, hopefully. There's another chest? I am getting distracted again, aren't I? Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to break it. Oh, I can't talk to you. Never mind. I head into Kaifeng after running around in Jinke. Feels like a very different experience with how dense everything is, even though the PlayStation is kind of struggling. As you can see, everything's just popping in. Okay, it's the same character again. It's Tsunoda. Yeah, I remember this. I think this was the first NPC I actually met. Who was guarding their chest like very jealously. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'll come back to that chest later. It might just be a timing thing. Just find out the time when he's not looking at the chest and then just do it. Okay, back to story. It's raining now too. Reunion. Oh, am I meeting Jiang after all this time?
哎，赵大哥，蒲先生呢？
他娘子管得严，来不了了。不过规矩，他都已经交代给俺了。
规矩？
那鬼市是见不得光的地方，见摆渡人只要错了一条规矩。
All right, we need to go to the ghost market.
喏，你看看。
Funny thing is, I have actually ended up in the ghost market twice. Once just from exploring the first time I came to Kaifeng, and the second time there was a quest in Qinghe where you get kidnapped by someone and trafficked to the ghost market. The ferryman's rule. The red-faced beggar, 99 coins, where yang reaches its height and turns to yin. The ghost gate opens. Find the ferryman's contact, a small red-faced beggar just inside the main gate on the right. Give him 99 coins and he'll point you towards the next clue. The 4 directions show you where the ferryman is. The number of drum beats tell you how many times to knock. The rest is a password. You must trade with him. 4 directions. The watchman's room. At the crossing of Yellow Springs, the ferry is never fixed. 1 boat, 1 passenger. The living should remember this. Pay the ferryman the price he asked for, which may not always be money. Go to see him alone, okay?
好，我明白了。
这么快，可不敢掉以轻心呐！放错了钱，咔；敲错了次数，咔；对错了暗号，还是咔。
放心吧，我是个人，又不是只鸡，没那么容易被卡。真真，
And the Chinese voiceover is
不是
right.
说黄泉路上一船一客，咱俩可不能一块儿进去。你看看，要不你先？毕竟你是个大侠，俺这个。
Yes, yes, Big Zhao, you can leave it to me.
哎，俺在外头接应，有事你喊俺啊。
行行好吧。
Find the beggar. With the red face. Do you have a red face? I can't even see.
行行好呀。
19. Oh, I think this is part of the trailer. Yeah, this was part of the trailer.
3更唱，升官发财。
Singing of coffin resting.
什么？
哎呀，可怜呀！
Yes, this was part of the trailer.
升官发财。
Yeah, I remember this very distinct. I was wondering when I thought it was like a scripted scene they did for the trailer, but kind of surprising that it's actually in the game. Because I believe this was the very first trailer they ever showed for Rare Winds Meet, and you were doing this sequence just without all the dialogue and everything. So you had no context for what was happening. You just saw the character speak with the beggar, do the code, and move on. Hong Shi scroll. Could this be the price the ferryman was asking for? It's so weirdly quiet here.
小点声。还真进去鬼市了。
哎呦，人人都这么说呢。
Looks like someone else is also going into Ghostlight Market.
等四爷知道，大家伙可都没好果子吃。
有什么好省的？真的，九流门那个王八蛋就藏在小门里。
哼，装神弄鬼的，老子迟早把他挖出来。
There seems to be like 3 groups around here: the normal people, people from the guards who are hunting the 9 mortal ways, and people of the beggar set who are just hanging around. And I have to steal a scroll from this guy, right? Yeah, this is exactly the trailer sequence. And if I remember, in the trailer, the character would just steal the item right here in front of these guys. And when you do, all the guard will start attacking. And they kind of lock you in. I can't even jump or hide here. Yeah, okay, my hide skill does work, but I don't think it's gonna... Can I hide behind something? No, I can't even hide behind anything. Yeah, can't jump, can't hide behind it. No. And everyone gets a little suspicious when I get a little too close. So, yeah, I have to steal this, and it's gonna break out in a fight. And even when I'm hidden, they can see me, so it doesn't kind of matter at the end of the day. I can't even crouch to reduce the aggro. Yep, because that leads into the chase sequence. Although having my character be transparent is kind of funny. Definitely not the intended experience. And do you do the multiple ghost bind here? It's the trailer sequence as is. And then you jump in the little cart.
跳车！
就不快，
交给俺，你往巷子里跑。
那怎么行？
嘿嘿，俺自有办法。上车！
Oh, the Gel is actually fighting.
快走！
Oh, the transparency wore off.
Eh, 周捕头，老周，好久不见啊！
老赵，
The Gel's connections.
哎呀，嫂子最近还好啊？哎，上次你背着嫂子藏的，
He's blackmailing the constable.
怎么样了？
是你，
哎，小孩儿，刚才有人进来吗？你穿成这样干什么？
我奶奶在卖仔。
卖什么？
关老爷，买这个。
龟奶奶卖龟儿子，哼，还挺会做生意。行了，走，去对面搜。
It's like Little Pooh and Granny Turtle actually saved us. Although I kind of feel like Little Pooh was the one who stole the gold making thing for the 9 mortal ways.
出来吧。小福，你怎么在这儿？
Shuffle.
我就住在这里呀、都是你。
So why is she acting so meek? Is it because she's in front of the grandmother?
回头细说。赵大哥还在外头呢，我得去救他。等等，你现在出去，肯定会被抓的。这样吧，我去。你？我在外头也有很厉害的朋友呢。小福，小心点儿。若能救回赵大哥，你骗我的事情一笔勾销。我骗你？哦，想起来了。
Oh, she doesn't remember? Something weird is happening. That's not her usual attitude either. Granny Turtle.
来，喝水。
啊，多谢婆婆。
你喊龟奶奶倒中。
哎，多谢龟奶奶。要不是你们，我肯定就被抓了。
闯荡江湖，老是这好劲儿嘛。
啊？
哎呦，你们这号大侠，是不是老是抢人东西，跟人打架，风里来雨里去了？
这倒也不是，也有有去威风的时候。今天这手绢是例外。
哦，那倒中，那倒中。
九流门的人为什么会想要这份红丝手绢？
Oxy Scrolls, Tang Coin in the capital. I told you not to accept Tang Coins as taxes, but you idiots just ignored me. And the higher ups keep collecting Tang Coins. Anyone with any sense wouldn't bother with these coins anymore. If I catch any of you taking them again, your hands are coming off. And something weird is going on. Just yesterday, Tang coins kept popping up all over Kaifeng. Someone's definitely smuggling them into the city. Get on this now and send me daily reports. Scribble note. If copper coins were around, who'd use Tang coins? There's not a single copper coin to be found. We need money to survive. Mr. Hong will never see our struggle. The more we dig into this Tang coin mess, the weirder it gets. We're getting scared.
堂前进清。
Oh, and that was a wandering tale. Oh, right, I forgot this. I have to do this for this area too. I did a majority of the stuff for Chinke, but we still have a lot more to go, especially with Tales and Echoes. But having to start over in Kaifeng now too feels kind of weird.
咋了，婉儿？那咋皱着个眉头啊？碰见难事儿了？
没有，一些小事。
没有。
俺闺女儿啊，也闯江湖，俺怕她跟你一样。
Oh no, don't tell me her daughter
她
is.
身体不好。
She definitely is.
心。
闺女，不会是小福吧？
哎呦，哪儿的话啊？
No, not
小福
Fu.
可不是俺闺女，她爹妈呀走得早，俺们平时呀会看着她点儿。俺闺女啊，她都跟你这般大，哎，也不知道她该到外头吃多少苦。婉儿啊，你有啥需要帮忙的，跟俺说哦，俺给你想门儿。
不用。哎，龟奶奶，我还真有件事想问您。您知道鬼市吗？
鬼市，俺不知道。哎，但是最近总听街坊们说碰见鬼了。
遇鬼？
哦，俺也是听来了。说是有个卖草盆的娘子。
Oh, okay. I guess that's the hint to get to Ghost Market, but we already kind of know what to do.
且睡觉。
I mean, I don't even need to do it.
那睡着啊，一
I
醒的时
can
候，
teleport directly there.
发现自己躺在街边儿。他一抬头，哎呦，那街上走的呀都是鬼。他心里头害怕呀，正准备躲，有个鬼瞅见他了，走了过来，猛了一把，拿了一个草盆儿，说：“当头正合适。”说完，那个盆儿都走了。那娘子吓得呀说不出来话儿，因为那鬼走之前呀，往他身上撒了一把纸钱，那娘子昏了过去。再醒来的时候，还是躺到那棺材里。他一坐起来呀，浑身的钱都往那棺材里掉，半天那纸钱呀，都变成了藤钱。
Interesting presentation. I do like the way they bring these animated cutscenes. It's very simple animation, probably on budget constraints, but
被禁用的那个。
combined with the sound effects and the direction, it is compelling enough.
又惊又怕呀，也不知道是梦是真的。这个时候啊，忽然听见外头有人敲门。
The low PS5 textures ruining the scene.
棺材铺哪儿来的人敲门呢？那声音呀，怪得很，好像是草盆搁那儿撞门，咚咚咚。哎呦，
谁？
哎呦，婉儿啊，别怕啊，我去开门。
It's nighttime now, too. It's just Big Xiao.
别怕， 是自己人。
And this is her granddaughter, who we met the very first time we got to Kaifeng.
是你啊！你带个盆儿做什么？
那不是情况紧急吗？
吓死我了！你没事就好。
悠悠，是悠悠回来
Ying
了。
Ying was
是我呀，娘亲。
the one who took our part in tears.
是你。
悠悠，你们认识啊？
何止认识啊！
Yo, we go way back.
娘亲，这是我在外面认识的朋友，我们出去聊。谁是？郝大侠，你怎么忘了莹莹了呢？哎呀，走嘛走嘛。
Change in attitude. They have some great characters in the game. I do like where it's going. It
请我吃的
it
这顿
blends
饭，
humor and seriousness
我
pretty
可
well.
忘不了你。嘘，哎呀，郝大侠，别生气嘛。那2碗面的钱，不也是靠我那画饼之术赚的吗？所以呀，说是我请你吃饭也没错处。咱把这饼一画，你有的挣，我也不亏。哼，饼是我画的，钱算你挣的，还差点被你的人骗光。要不是我防得紧，现在还不知道在哪儿端盘子刷碗呢。哎，消消气，消消气！我就知道郝大侠你最聪明了，肯定不会上当的啦。哼，反正你也没被骗的，就原谅我嘛。想得美！这样，我也不要你请客了，饭钱还我一半。可以还，都可以还，只要你别在我娘面前乱说话，我之后都会还你的。缓兵之计是吧？现在给我，否则我一字不落的告诉你娘。喂，你要这样小心，小心人家又不喜欢你了。
悠悠啊，
I wonder how the English
吵架
voiceovers are. I'm kind of curious to see.
怎么会吵架呢？我和少侠关系最好了。
啊，
Character looks
吃
so out
完
of
饭
place
都赶紧回
in
屋
the setting
来哦。
with the lighter
娘啊
eye
弄碗
color.
热汤饭，跟你朋友一路扯点儿。
好，我们马上。我也想还你，可我现在没有钱。你那么会赚钱，还会没钱？哎呀，赚钱也要有机会嘛。要不这样，你要是有其他需要帮忙的，尽管找我。真的？不会又是画饼吧？你都找到我家了，跑得了和尚还跑得了庙？也是。哎，听说过聚宝盆失窃的案子吗？这件事情早在开封传遍了。怎么，你也想找聚宝盆？是。我追查聚宝盆的下落至此，还需一个熟悉本地的人做帮手。你若帮我找到元凶，这钱就不要你还了。啊，1碗面钱就想换聚宝盆，你这算盘打得比我还响。哎，好，那咱们就一言为定，我会帮你找，但你也，成交，成交。
悠悠，快过来看看。
Did she just run away scared? What?
莹莹姐姐，那人……还有你？没有我。
I mean, that was kind of weird. I mean, we already knew little Fu was there. Chef Fu.
往这边去了。
No, she's heading that way, but I'm kind of curious as to what's wrong with this character over here. Okay, not a healing target. He went inside the house? Really? And then through the window. Is it back to Yin Yang? Yeah, I don't see any track. Wait, she's inside the house somewhere. Oh, I see.
我不都已经带你去樊楼了吗？你抓我干什么？
那你跑什么啊？
我，
所以在那麦香集，你们3个是联手骗我。大姐偷我钱袋，莹莹骗我饭钱，你在用糖钱骗我的粮食。
哎呀，我怎么听不懂呀？哎呀，我怎么一句话都听不懂了呀？
你，
And that ought to be the one who stole our bag, isn't it? Yep.
空的，里面的钱呢？把钱还我！
钱被那无有绑的流氓抢去了呀！
你该不会以为到现在我还能信你的鬼话吧？
Yeah, she did get mugged by
我也
the
见到了。
by that group afterwards too.
你不可能把钱都花完了吧？
你都看着了，都给孩儿买药去了，1文都没了，要俺还也还不上。
还不上的意思，是不还了吗？你的孩子是可怜，但我主动帮你是一回事，你生抢又是另一回事。普天之下，难道有因着可怜就偷人抢人的道理吗？
哎呦，这是咋了？咋吵起了？哎，小周啊，你有个娃儿买药还不上钱了，小周欠的钱呐，俺先给他垫上。少侠呀，
娘，你该不会要拿咱家的聚宝盆出来吧？
聚宝盆？
那总不能让小周还不上钱吧？
Wait, she has the treasure? Well, yeah, it kind of makes sense because who actually gave us a fake treasure basin at the end? So I see a treasure chest over here. Let me just get that like real quick. What? Okay. Sudden wall popping out of nowhere. So, who actually exchanged the treasure chest for? When we had the basin, she exchanged it for the fake one and got us trapped there. And in the end, the basin actually went to Granny Turtle, who is likely a part of the 9 Mortal Ways. So why is this tower so messed up? I guess because we're in the poorer part of town, this is not repaired as well. Oh, come on. I keep finding a treasure chest and then I keep finding another one almost immediately. Thankfully, I have done this music quest, so I kind of don't need to do it again. Where are you? You are... okay, I see. Yeah, unlocking the passive to see the treasure chest makes a huge difference. I'm glad we got that in Shinkai from all the exploration we did. I think it was from petting with the cats that you can unlock that? Not entirely sure.
那，少侠呀，你瞅瞅这本儿的钱够不够？
大娘，这就是聚宝盆呐。
是呀，那咱们开封不是有首歌吗？家家都有聚宝盆儿，俺家也有。那，
大娘，你这钱倒是哪朝哪代的都有啊。
娘亲，咱别动他，再想想别的办法好不好？
对，俺总有办法救孩儿。不怕，娘啊，身子硬了，转上2天都又有钱了啊！到时候跟俺硬盘菩萨，少侠呀，你瞅瞅， 欠了你多少啊？
Yeah, I had a feeling your character is gonna be like, there was no need to pay. Okay, no need to pay.
罢了，我不缺这些，这些钱你们留着吧。
真的，好大侠，莹莹就知道你心地最善良了。
You, however, do need to
下眼甲了啊！
不
对
过这钱虽然少侠不要，但我还是想让周大姐还上。若以后少侠还想接济周大姐，再从她还你的钱里拿出来。
这又有什么必要？
以后那孩子长大了，我们不想告诉他，救他的钱是他娘偷来的。
你真有办法吗？
是啊，莹莹，你这……
娘亲，你放心吧，我只是帮周大姐做生意，不会出乱子的。
好，那我等你们把钱还我。
今天晚了，少侠、赵大哥，先在我家歇脚吧，明儿一早我就去弄钱。
好，我明儿一早过来。
赵大哥，莹莹愿意帮我们，就是不知道留在这儿会不会太打扰。
哎呦，不打扰，不打扰。那外头搁那儿追你们了，那你们能去哪儿啊？都留到这儿吧。
Duty with a cause. Oh, hey, Majin, everything's going great. How are you feeling today? I didn't think you had a stream today. If you did, I think I missed it. Lord of the Fallen. Wait a minute. Do you mean like? Wait, did Lords of the Fallen 2 come out, or are you talking about Lords of the Fallen 1? The one where you had different realms, where you could go to like a spectral realm and a physical realm of swords. No, okay, the first one that failed and the new one that was released that worked one. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Lords of the Fallen can be an interesting experience. I actually played it a bit too, but I didn't finish it either. I think I lost interest. I think, yeah, I lost interest because Expedition 33 came around the time I was playing it. Understandable. It's a bit of a different experience, but funnily enough, it's very easy to get overpowered in Lords of the Fallen. Like, especially when you get to endgame, I feel like it's one of those Souls games that gets easier the longer you go on. And also, there's nothing wrong with summoning for co-op. I mean,
奶奶家的日子真是不好过。
Souls games are meant to be played with friends. Just a great sword. Okay. Yeah, melee builds can be a bit more challenging. I after playing Elden Ring as a mage, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try a mage build and this too, and it worked surprisingly well. As everyone says, magic builds in Souls games are easy mode, so I had a very different experience, to say the least. Hey, at least he was around to help you 5 times. Yeah, how has your day been apart from suffering in Lords of the Fallen? I had a bit of an internet problem too. Well, you could say what I had was an electricity problem. Ever since yesterday, right? Like, I was just streaming Where Winds Meet, and all of a sudden, the entire floor loses electricity. And even my UPS wasn't backing up my computer and console, and I'm like, what is happening? It was given this one long beep, which is usually a sign that there's been a brownout, that something is trying to draw more voltage than necessary. And we didn't have any idea what was going on, and I think both my younger sibling and my mother were panicking, right? Because it was like the middle of the night, and if you lose electricity here in the middle of the night, it's almost impossible to get anyone to help you until the next day. If it's those long beeps, that means that that there is something in your household that is, how do I put this? That is functioning a bit lower than it should be. So it's trying to draw in more voltage to fix that problem of lower electricity. And this is the first time that's happened to me. And at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? I'm going to drop everything from the circuit breaker. And then I just went by flipping each one up. At first, we suspected that it mightn't be my younger sibling's water heater, right? Because that one has had a few problems before, as you might expect. And we got electricity back for a few hours. And then I started streaming for like 1.5 hours, I believe. And then again, electricity went, and I'm like, okay, what is happening now? I'm worried now, because that was the second time that happened that night. So again, I started flipping the breakers one by one, but this time I did it in reverse. And what I discovered was that there is a light in our kitchen that was having a malfunction. Like whenever I would try to switch that part on, it would flip down immediately. And this light has had problems since we started living here. I suspect that there is a bit of a water leak happening from the top floor, but I have no way to prove it without actually breaking down the entire wall. Now, whenever you have an electricity problem, the first thing you should do is just turn off the circuit breaker and then flip it one by one. You break wall? Hey Santo, welcome. If only I had your strength, Santo, because I am tempted to actually just somehow break that kitchen wall and see what's happening there. Because that particular circuit has been having problems for as long as I remember here. And funny thing is, right, we kind of mentioned that possibly there was a water leak, but nobody on the top floor would believe us. And then one day, while I'm actually just playing Final Fantasy of all things, right? While I'm playing Final Fantasy 14 of all things, all of a sudden, I hear like sizzling and smoke, and I look up at my fan, and there's a stream of water running down from the fan onto my bed, and it's shorting out. That was when we had proof that there was a water leak on top. So yes, I don't know about Unga Bunga. That was really scary. That was not an Unga Bunga situation, to be honest. Yes, Majid, I have played Chrono Cross. I actually like Cross better than Chrono Trigger. Yeah, that was, but at least then we had like real proof that there was a water leak, right? And it was not only my fan that was happening to, it was even happening to my younger sibling's fan. So we had to remove everything. We kind of just immediately videotaped everything. We just took out our phone, videoed it, sent it to the head of the apartment building complex, and then we were like, you guys need to do something about this. We've already talked with the guys upstairs and they're not listening. So they have renovated the entire floor above us, but I still feel like it's not entirely okay. Oh, do you mean the Chrono Cross remastered version? If you have not played the original Cross, I really, okay, you got it right. I really recommend it. It's a very fun game, especially if you like turn-based ones. Yeah, of course, Sento. That you know, Sento, this is gonna sound terrible, right? This is gonna sound terrible. So apparently, before that large stream of water came down, and like very, very obviously, as I mentioned before, my bed is underneath the fan. So some nights I would wake up and I would feel it was a different experience each night, right? Sometimes I would wake up in the night and half my face would be numb, and I'd be like, what is happening? Some other nights I would wake up and half my arm would be numb, and it wasn't until I saw this stream that I realized that it was already leaking. Somehow I was getting electrified by various leaks on top without realizing it. I had no proof of it until then. So I was in a dangerous situation without being aware of it until then too. Now, I'm making light of this, but it was a very dangerous situation, as you were saying. Oh yes, the Radical Dreamers edition is indeed the one I'm talking about. Yes, Sento, that's what I mentioned to everyone as well. That's what I mentioned, and then it was after that they were like, okay, we really need to fix the top floor. And to their credit, they had the earlier tenants move out and they renovated the entire floor. It was an extremely dangerous situation. But here's the thing, just waking up randomly at night, and I sleep with the lights off because I cannot at all sleep with any form of lights. I know, I feel like I've kind of wasted at least 7 of my 9 lives already just living in this house. I am very much prepping to move out of here as soon as possible due to these close calls. So how far have you gotten in Chrono Cross, Majid? And Sento, how are you guys doing in Final Fantasy XIV? I've seen you all kind of jump back in. I don't think I'll be heading into Savage this time, or at least if I am, I'll probably be just doing PF. Because work is a bit hectic on my end these days. It's another lockpicking one, but there's nobody. Okay, is this like an actual lockpicking? Yeah, it is an actual lockpick. Okay, that's the correct one. We're looking for all the characters. Oh, I hated when that would happen. For me, the PS1 games generally ran fine, but there were 2 games on PS2 that I really wanted to play. One was Final Fantasy X, right? You've already played it, Majin, so you kind of know what's happening. At the very start, when Auron and Tidus are fighting the monsters in Xanarkand, there was a problem with reading the game, and the second set of monsters would never spawn. So Tidus and Auron would just stand there in that motion, just waving around their weapons, but nothing will happen. And I got multiple copies of 10. It always got stuck there. I don't quite know why. The other game that got stuck for me was this RPG called Rogue Galaxy. It almost never worked. It felt like it was working, but it always got stuck in the middle of the adventure, right? At some point in the middle, never at the same spot. And even though I had 2 discs, neither of those discs would go beyond that point. So to this day, I have not finished Rogue Galaxy. I need to go back because I really liked it. Level 5 stuff was generally good. Oh yeah, this is the one that I need to steal while he's not looking. You know what? Let me try to actually do this. As you can see, Sento, I've been a little obsessed with Where Winds Meet. Even though I'm not a supporter of gacha games, I've somehow gotten like a lot of time played on this. I think right now, I have 192 hours on this. Just a little. In the grand scheme of things, in Monster Hunter hours, this is not even a fraction of things. But and this is only on console. I have like 50 more hours on PC. But most of my time was actually just done in trying to beat the boss fights, right? Because I really like the bosses in this game. Also, we have this. Forgot to take that, but yes. Like, I spent those 200 hours in the first area just trying to beat all these bosses. And finally, we're doing the story in the second region, Kaifeng. I mean, I did spend quite a bit of time exploring too, 97%, but yes, finally in the story here. I think this might be the first gacha game where I was like, you know what, I spent like 100 hours in this. I think spending on this is fine. Not even Genshin in its heyday got me this liking it, right? It still has the same predatory systems and all, but they are hiding it very well. Okay, I need to see if I can steal this chest while this guy's not looking. Although he very obviously sees me here. Oh, I got caught. Not you again, go away. Yeah, I feel like I need to find a proper time to steal this chest from this character. I'll come back later, maybe at night. Let's head to the next story point. I'll be honest, I was tempted when I did the normal mode race for Final Fantasy XIV. I think the Savage tier this time is going to be amazing. If the normal raids are that good.
兄长好比张君蕊。
天成元宝、天福元宝、周元通宝、唐国通，各朝各代的钱都有，许多都很旧了。
Is M10 the Surfer Bros? No, wait. M10 is the first one. Wait, is it? Okay. Okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Yes. 9 is the Vampire. 10 is the Surfer Bros. I was not expecting them to do so much area denial in a normal mode. I was very surprised. I'll be honest, I don't like the punk rock music as much, but it was really surprising to hear it. I like the music in the other turns better, but I feel like for a partner one, it's going to be very, very interesting. Personally, I like the music the best on the final turn. The M11, I was not expecting the boss to take half the arena and slam it in. That was a highlight for sure. Oh, I'm still looking for something in Granny's house. Okay, so Granny's son was actually conscripted into the army. Yeah, I figured that if I'm gonna do raids this time, I would actually do it the same way too, by PFing. Because for one thing, I have not been feeling too well to just consistently raid. And for the other, my work has been like very random. Like the other day, I actually got a call for work at 10 p.m. And the person who called was like very apologetic.
好熟悉的笔记。
But you still got it, right? So interesting that my character is saying that the handwriting is familiar. What are the chances that Jiang is Granny Turtle's son?
小元宝，多吃点，长成大猫猫，我们也像妙妙喵一样去找宝藏，怎么样？好大侠，折腾了半天，肚子饿不饿？
A little hungry too. Feed the cat first. You're doing a career change? Okay, more than understandable, right? If you're in the middle of a career change, devoting your time to a static, which is more or less what people very accurately described as a second job, I understand. Just PFing is a lot more flexible. That's the whole reason that everyone's doing it too. Funny thing, I had a friend on here who managed to do both Shiva Ultimate and Omega Ultimate on PF. He's a bit of a madman, but he genuinely just went into PF and did it. So if you're trying to do the Savage tier on PF, you're definitely going to be successful. Besides, it gives you the chance to actually play the class you like the best, which I do believe is Paladin, right? I know, that the exact same thing I said. That he was crazy to do it. And the other day while I was on, he was in PF again doing Omega, and he was like, and I asked him what he was up to, and he was just like, I'm just farming weapons, man. On PF.
他叫元宝吗？真可爱，是哪里来的？
有天路过灰坑边，看到几个人把他吊起来打，那时只剩一口气了，叫也叫不出声。所幸现在好了，虽然还是瘦瘦的，但不是很漂亮吗？
没想到你对人是个骗子，对猫倒是个好心的菩萨。
To be fair, her whole gimmick is kind of
真
catty.
是个意外，我平时都是良民，
Even her hood is kind of cat looking.
不去骗人，
真不骗人。不仅不骗人，还要帮你把聚宝盆的下落都查出来。
哦，那我就拭目以待啦。
Okay, you know, I can sort of understand why people are recommending it to. I don't know what you're gonna like about this. Personally, I like the bosses the best. I mean, I already showed you me just going over a list of bosses. But the thing with this game is that it shoots very, very wide. Right now, I'm in solo mode. The game has sort of an MMO mode too, where you just join in for little things like group activities, which is basically Fates from Final Fantasy, right? And hunts and PvP and just joining other people's world and doing the quests together. There is sort of fun there. I don't know if you're gonna find the fun in doing the co-op or in the solo mode, but even after that, you also have instances that are like, you know what, let me just, I can't exit out of the dialogue. The problem with the game is that it's not very polished. Like it definitely lacks that, but it's shooting very, very wide on all fronts. It has like a GTA crime system, so you can annoy random NPCs and they'll stick the constables on you. And if you try to kill those constables, your wanted level is going to go up. You can steal horses from other people on the whole package. So yeah. And generally speaking, the combat is very, very good. I would say it's like a combination of Tsushima and Sekiro. So if you like either of those games, you're gonna love this. No, give me a sec. Younger sibling. Like, just asking me whether I want any coffee or anything tomorrow. Hopefully I can have a chance to show you what I'm talking about here, but
我去给你弄点吃的。
真看不出来，你还会做饭。
你看不出来的还多着呢。
no, we're going into cuts. Oh, okay, never mind. So, basic mode, solo mode. You go out, you explore the world, collect stuff, defeat enemies and everything. And unlike other gachas, so far, right? They have unlocked a majority of your combat prowess, right? That's not to say it doesn't suffer the other things the other gachas do too. Like with other gachas, one of the main problems I had is that in order to experience another gameplay style, you had to draw on another character or draw on another weapon or stuff like that, right? Whatever the gacha is in that game. But with this game, they give you all the gameplay styles basically from the front. As you can see, I've got healing, tank, a lot of DPS styles, and then we have the range and the other ones, which I have not unlocked. I have unlocked these two, but I don't quite prefer them, so they're at level 1. And these are obtained in this area, which is why I did not have them. So you can get all this from the gameplay. That's not to say the same gacha system does not apply, by the way. So in other gacha games, right, there is that thing where you need to draw multiple characters to unlock the rest of their kit, and unlocking a higher level kit makes a huge difference for some characters. And I feel like, I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like that applies a lot to your abilities in this game. So let's say my Thunder Cry Blade, my tank weapon here, if I go to here around Yeah, the basic idea for my tank weapon is that if I block, I can immediately counterattack with a charge variation, right? And here, just from getting to level 3, my power is greatly increasing, right? And here, it says that it reduces the interval of that counter, because right now, I can only do that counter every 10 seconds. But now, with this, I can do it every 5 seconds. And I feel like there should be some abilities like this where you really need to kind of draw multiple items to make a huge difference. You can still do a lot of bosses without them, but it's going to take a while to get to max level, definitely, in these. Lots of mechanics, lots of menus. Now, to be fair, most of their draws, most of their shop stuff is all appearances. And I'll be very honest, I kind of wish Final Fantasy did some of the stuff in this game. Especially the mounts. I'm not sure if I can show it to you all. The standard horse mount, nothing too special, right? But mounts like these, which I cannot... I know there's a way to kind of display these to people, but I'm not entirely sure how. Add to cart, view. Okay, let me just try and explain. Yeah, okay, I can move it, but not turn the camera, but not do anything else. Hide UI, maybe? Nope. Add to cart. Okay, whatever. The mounts in this game, if it was Final Fantasy, you'd be riding the Husky, right? But in this game, if you got the Husky actually drags you along. And I find it kind of hilarious. Another mount over here, just ride the goose. Standard. Okay, this one's pretty standard. This is also a mount, which I actually do have. And I do believe the Chinese version has even better things. Like, there is a tiger in the Chinese version. And again, you'd be thinking that if it was Final Fantasy, you'd just be riding the tiger. But no. In this game, the tiger will actually chase you. And your character will be running for your life. That's the mount. That kind of fun stuff I really, really like. And here is something that I kind of wish Final Fantasy did too. Maybe I can show you better in my actual develop tab. Is it in abilities? I know it's here somewhere. Appearances, yes. Okay, here we go. Weapon. Oh, is this where I can show you guys what it looks like? Oh, these are my ones though. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I have not played a gacha game in a while, so seeing all these menus is very confusing, to be honest. I was hoping we'd get a display, but never mind. Yeah, the one thing that I kind of want Final Fantasy to do, like, imagine this, right? Imagine, because of the sound, imagine you beat an ultimate, and your entire move kit's display change, right? If you are a black mage, for example, instead of throwing fireballs, it's all light and darkness and stuff like that. Basically, what people are doing with mods, right? In this game, this is my basic attack. But there is something that you can buy that changes these attacks so that you have multiple swords coming out of it. Kind of like knock discs. And for your dual blades, normal attacks, nothing too special. But if you buy this purchase pack, it's all lightning. Okay, imagine if Final Fantasy did that, right? I'm 100% sure a lot of people would play Ultimates or something if this was a reward they get. Like, if they change what your moveset looks like. And we already kind of have this in game because a lot of people actually do have mods for these. I know a friend of mine who has like a cloud mod for Dark Knight, which makes all his attacks look like Cloud. And for Living Shadow, I think Tifa is the summon there. So yeah. Going to the shop, what I was saying before is everything's cosmetic. There is nothing that gives you power. Like, this is a new one. I've not seen this. Hollow Strokes. And they put a lot of effort into these, to be honest. A lot of effort. Like the cosmetics are generally good. I haven't bought the expensive ones, but as you can see, I spent a few dollars here. Like the $1 skins I've actually bought. It's still predatory. It's really predatory, actually. If you want to get everything, I do believe the gacha rates are very bad. And there is even a mount. Well, can we show it? It should be an appearance here, right? Extras. Is it victory cutscenes, right? This is something that you can get for winning in PvP. A cosmetic, right? This is your victory for winning in PvP. But what I want to show you is the boat in the background. In order to get that boat, I believe you have to spend anywhere from $40K to $50K. That's how much money you need. It's very predatory. So I can't recommend it on that basis enough, but again, it's shooting very wide. Try it. You might like it. It's free. And probably you might get addicted like me. The only thing I can say is don't spend too much. Definitely don't spend a $40K on a mount in the game that's probably going to disappear in time. Anyway, long triad aside, let's go back to the story. Okay, I spent the entirety of the 200 hours in that first area just defeating bosses and exploring. So I'm finally doing the story over here in the city called Kaifeng.
老人家，您这手可真巧，这小乌龟做的跟真的似的，卖得好吗？
哎，过去呀还行，这最近呐，钱不叫实了，这小玩意儿啊也不好卖了。
奶奶说的是收堂钱的事情。
到处都搁那儿收钱，大家这日子呀都不好过，能糊口呀都算不错了。
来，两位大侠，娘亲，吃一口吧。
啊，对，吃饭吧。哎呦，这家里也没啥东西，要不莹莹啊，咱们外头买点儿。
不用，大娘您看，能吃。
哎呀，委屈你们俩年轻人了。
哎，不委屈，俺在行伍的时候，连这不如的也吃过。
这位大侠也当过兵啊？哎呀，俺灵儿啊也是当兵的。
这么有缘呐！您儿子
Yeah, okay, I'm starting to really suspect that Jiang might be actually 杜将军。
杜将军，杜重伟将军，上个月还给俺寄信了。哎呦，说是搁哪儿来着？
杜将军麾下，上个月寄的信呢。
是呀，娘，你忘了？哥说他在衡州呢。赵大哥也知道。
衡州。
知道，衡州驻守的那支军队嘛。下次俺到衡州。
Oh, I suspect that.
哎呦，多谢你。
Okay, maybe there's another story going on here. It might be that Ying is actually writing the letters.
娘，你身子不好，我先送你去休息。
中，那你好好陪两下啊。
Her brother has actually died already.
说不定他们俩能见着你哥了。
Or is seemingly dead, and we find out later that it's actually Jiang.
可怜呐。
赵大侠，方才 多谢你。
小事，小事。你和你娘都不容易。
打了这些年的仗，也不是赌我家这样。起码，我和娘还能在一块儿呢。不说这些，两位吃好了就回屋子休息吧，这里交给我。
坐下歇会儿吧，折腾一天了，浑身疼。
赵大哥，你说今天的事
Oh, we're doing a deduction, huh? Okay, sure. Story of nether coins turning to tank coins. Hongxi's Chrome, Words of Master Pu. Tattered Mask. According to Master Pu, 9 Mortal Ways has a total of 12 masks. You might have to actually visit 9 Mortal Ways if you want to figure out the identity of the culprit with one mask. The piece that the ferryman wants is Hongxi's scroll from Unbound Cavern. In the Jianghu, it is said that Hongxi is the leader of the Unbound Caverns. Hongxi's scroll must be something extremely important to them. If the ferryman wants Hongxi's scroll, could it be an indication that 9 Mortal Ways has been watching the Unbound Cavern closely? What is the relationship between 9 Mortal Ways and the Unbound Cavern? Tang coins are all over Kaifeng City. Waterside Station has a stop on the path that one must take to travel south from Qinghe. More like being struck from... okay. I'm just reading through it very quickly instead of just reading it out aloud. Like, a lot of this is just talking about the fact that there are a lot of tank coins floating around, that Hongxi is sort of aware of this, and that the 9 Mortal Ways are keeping an eye on the Unbound Cavern, or Hongxi in this case. And likely that the masks are related to them.
大宋的冥币到了地上不变成铜钱，堂前为什么这故事透着古怪？
Because it is actually...
忽然大量的出现在开封。
They banned a lot of the tank coins here, right? They've been confiscating it, so they're sort of pretending. And, well, at least I'm guessing, right?
堂前
It's related to the Ghostlight Market.
堂前。故事这白传闻九，传闻故事这白，故传
Oh,
闻
wait.
九流门的注
I guess I needed to make it this. New tank coins are related to the 9 Mortal Ways. Yeah, we kind of figured that out.
是不是也有九流门的注意？
Two types of masks. Oh, wait, I exited accidentally.
若鬼市真是九流门的驻地，是九流门面具有12种，是九流。若鬼市，既然这
This is just...
若鬼市
Yeah, okay, never mind. I don't know why the tattered mask and the 12 types of mask are not connected. Maybe because we know that the tattered mask belong to a 9 Mortal Way.
九流门一边牵扯着聚宝盆失窃案，另一边又与堂前增多有关。既然如此，找到堂前是从哪儿来的，说不定就能找到聚宝盆的下落。不过赵大哥，你说这聚宝盆既然能
Because it's not really making tank coins as much as connecting to all the confiscated tank coins
赵大哥
based on the law, I guess.
龟奶奶新收到的那封来自大儿子的信。
Yeah, it was Ying Ying's writing.
难怪吃饭的时候 莹莹和赵大哥遮遮掩掩的。鬼奶奶的大儿子，会不会已经……
唉，杜重伟也死了10几年了，抗气弹的成了降气弹的，害了多少人？
Was he pretending to be
赵大
sleeping?
哥，你醒了？
俺也不知道咋睡得这么快，平时俺也老睡不着呢。
哎呀，上次这么快睡着，还是在行武的时候，那时候和9个兄弟挤在一块儿，心里踏实，一合眼就能睡着。
你的性子俺喜欢，要是早生几年，也许能和俺们10个拜个把子。
打仗不都是把脑袋别在裤腰上吗？怎么你反而睡得好？
那时候有志向啊，觉得打赢了仗，就能救世上所有的人。可是后来啊，会打仗的人太多了，到处都打仗，打仗也不能救人，都想当大侠，都想救人，可救人的路上，却总是在杀人。被杀的人家里都有个叛归的母亲，杀一个人就伤一颗心。俺有时候就想啊，这武功的武，怎么会是止戈2个字呢？
止戈。
He's gone to sleep again?
又睡着了。嗨
Even my character's like,
多
what?
睡吧。
I guess he feels pretty safe with the MC as well.
要不是练过武功，还真抬不下来你。
Alright, we'll play a little more and actually call it. It's almost like 11:30 p.m. over here, so I better stop. I seem to have gotten a message from someone asking for a doctor, but that was like 30 minutes ago. So one of the things I kind of wish they did was if you get a healing request, they kind of show you on screen so I know immediately. I actually want to heal these guys. I am in the healing sect right now, but unfortunately, if each week, one of the rules is that you need to heal people and get 15 likes. 3 people can usually get you 15 likes because each person can like you like 5 times. So it's not too difficult, except it is if you're not constantly on, it can be a bit challenging. As you can see, I have actually been punished multiple times for not healing people weekly. -10, -10. The one price rule I actually broke by mistake because apparently I think there's a glitch in the game. One of the rules of the healing sect is that if you heal anyone, you have to ask them for a price. Now, when you heal people, you have 3 options. You can ask them for an emote, specifically NPCs. You can ask them to do a bow in gratitude. You can ask them for their money, or you can ask them for a chest which contains random items. Now, the problem is, I chose the money, and for some reason, the game treats it like I am not. I'm asking them to. I'm healing them for free. I feel like that option should be on the first one, the bow of gratitude, but right now it's programmed in another way. Or maybe I'm misunderstanding it completely. Either way, it took me 2 tries to realize that I was doing it wrong. And that's why you see the first 2 there. A paper slip. Oh, and as you can see, I've actually broken through to the next level. My character can finally get to 55. I'll probably farm Jianye for some equipment soon. And hopefully upgrade my level 55 stuff. Oh, all the pop in the PS5. That is the correct one. So it's the dragon thing, I think. Oh wait, it's these. I didn't hear the click. Head to the south gate. Yeah, okay, we'll do one more story quest and then call it for the night. I'm tempted to go after a lot of the random collectibles too, because that's how I usually play, but on stream I feel like I need to at least make sure everyone is entertained to some extent. Oh, good, Majin, and thank you for joining me as always. I appreciate you guys being here for whatever nonsense I am up to. And hopefully I can join you for either your Final Fantasy X stream, your Chrono Cross stream, or your Monster Hunter stream. All three very good options. Like, I'm curious to see what you're gonna do in 10 and Chrono Cross, because Chrono Cross has a lot of variation to how the story can turn out, especially the characters you can recruit. Wait, did you play it before? Oh, you said you ran into a disc problem, so you never completed it. Right, I understand. But yeah, I am kind of curious to see how other people play and which characters they prefer. It doesn't make much of a difference in terms of the main story, but yeah. I'm curious, did you ever play Chrono Trigger, Majin?
来了，咱今儿还找九流门吗？
当然，我昨晚想通了一件事，正是要他们帮忙的时候。
啊？你是说，开封里来路不明的堂钱，是聚宝盆生的？
虽然只是猜想，但总归是条线索。要是有人拿了聚宝盆，怎么能忍住不生财来用？
Okay, understandable.
这几天里，城里突然多出一批来路不明的堂钱，
所以，你想去找九流门，问这钱是从哪儿来的？
知我者，赵大哥也。
Seek out the 9 mortal ways members. But yes, I kind of understand where you're coming from. The first Final Fantasy I played was Final Fantasy VIII, and then I moved on to Final Fantasy VI. I had a lot of trouble shifting back. It's the same. I played Cross first, and then I went back to Trigger, and I didn't quite like it as much, but I sort of forced my way through another time when I played it, and in the end, I kind of liked it. And both excellent RPGs, but just in very different ways.
莹莹，你们怎么在这儿？
我们在商量帮周大姐挣钱的事儿呢。倒是你们，方才神神秘秘的在嘀咕什么？
我们来找……
见闹出了事儿，跑得没影了，这是。
什么跑了？说说看，也许我能帮上忙呢。
嗨呀，俺们原先搭上了江湖人的线儿，想问问这城里突然多出的堂钱都是从哪儿来的。哎，这不，还没问呢，人就跑了。
查堂钱啊？何必要找人呢？我就有办法。咱们卖货的计划不变，只多一条，堂钱也收。
堂钱？
哪里的堂钱最多，哪里就最有可能是堂钱的来处，不是吗？你们要查钱，我们要挣钱，何不一块儿办？
Of course, Ying Ying has another side to it.
咦，堂钱哪能用呢？不犯法吗？
哎呀，可真是个傻大哥，没铜钱又不能不用钱，别被抓住不就行了？
可是，
哎呀，别可是了，少侠，想不想查案？
想。
大姐，想不想挣钱？想，那不就成了？赵大哥，你要怕的话，就继续去追那江湖人。我和少侠呢，就
做，我老赵做还不行吗？
好，那这开封城里就拜托赵大哥了。
啊， 我在城里卖。
对啊，咱这点人，最远也只能到博浪沙、长平仓、琼林苑去卖货。城外边查堂前查的松，就留给我们几个老弱妇孺吧。
I guess I'm going to the Evernormal Granary, and I do feel like you do actually have a choice here. My understanding is that both of these are different bosses, but I'm not sure which is which. I think Evernormal Granary is Zhang He, and Jadewood Court is Rui, right? Let's go with Evernormal Granary.
走喽！
Accident. You know, I really should not have taken a look at the bosses in Kaifeng because they give away a lot, right? Oh, not Zhang He, and not Rui, Murangyan Yuan. I think she's affiliated with Jadewood Place, and Zhang He is the one in Granary. Oh, I can't wait to get to these bosses. God of Avarice, Tao Lord. Now, unlike the first area, they're doing a pretty good job of hiding who the character is, because in Jinghe, you kind of had the portrait for the character, so you could kind of see who it was. Oh, is it this chest again? This is bothering me. I need to find a way to actually sneak in and steal this. But I keep getting caught so easily. Come any closer and I'll bite you. Can I actually just steal this from a distance? Oh, okay. No wonder it was difficult. You were supposed to use Celestial Seas on it. It looks like I am running all the way to Evernoble Granary, but you know what? I think I'll actually call it here. It's already like almost 12 p.m. 12 a.m., not p.m., sorry. Good night, everyone. And if anyone else is watching, take care and stay safe. Thanks as always for joining and stopping by. Hopefully that was a bit entertaining on your end. 12 a.m. Right. Good night. Yeah, I'm just checking some messages which I got from Sleepodachi, who kind of got disconnected for some reason, but yes. If anyone else is watching, take care and good night. Thanks, Majin. Thanks everyone else is here. I am going to go to bed. Here's Mikh'a, signing off.